Dre.
Yes, I'm here. How you doing?
That's Richard.
Hey, how you doing, Richard?
Hey, good sir. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. Nice to meet you.
You too.
Hey, so can I hear a little bit about your project?
Yeah, so basically, I am in contact with the Alameda County in California. And Alameda County has several projects for uh, fix and flips, but also land purchase and also providing homes for the uh, immigrants as well as the disadvantaged or disenfranchised folks. And so basically, I don't know how familiar you are with the Bay Area, but there is a huge housing shortage here. And so what I did is for the past 3 to 4 months, I've been in meetings with the Alameda County. So Alameda County has commercial and non-commercial buildings that they're just sitting and being dilapidated. So I propose, hey, what are you guys doing with these dilapidated buildings? Can I use them for housing? They said, sure. John Lowe, who's one of the directors of housing and development, we met with him. He said, sure. What do you plan on doing? I said, well, if you plan on uh, giving us some money and funding, and then also walking us through the door to not go through the red tape of purchasing these buildings, we can then develop it for low housing. He says, great. I'll. What do you need to do? He says, we only have a couple $1 million in funding left. They had a bond of about 400 million that has been depleted. I said, don't worry about it. I said, whatever you're able to get me, that's cherries on top because I'll be able to self-fund my projects myself. He says, what do you mean? I didn't go into detail, but this particular project. So he says, well, if you can do one at a time, because it's expensive out here to purchase real estate. So he says, start with 3 unit, 4 unit, whatever, convert it. He says, we'll back you and we'll do able to flip all day, every day. He says, don't worry about permits. He says, because you're working, we can kind of put a rush on it. So that is the program that I want to do, and that I have some backing with the Alameda County here in Northern California, in a nutshell.
Okay. Oh, that's great. So you haven't identified a particular
Oh,
property yet.
we have them. Yeah, they have a list of them.
Okay, the potential property is under 100 million, correct? I mean under 1 million. I'm sorry.
It's under 1 million.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because you told me you were requiring a line for million. So this
If I can get
this
more, I can.
budget.
Yeah, but at this point, I have to scale it because I don't have the.
Oh, and that's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine to start where you can, and then as you progress, the relationships get better. So everything gets better on both ends.
Hmm. Yep. But
So we can help extend you on some of the jobs as well.
that would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been in meetings with the county. I got some approvals, and all I'm waiting for at this point is the capital. Once I get the capital, I'll be able to take this and run with it. The other thing that I've been doing
Do
too,
you have
and
any designs?
pardon.
Your design, your rehab budget, scope of work.
Yes, I will have all that together once we uh, know which building we want to go after. So there's 4 buildings. One is a church that is not being used. It's here on 80th and MacArthur in Oakland. It's already permitted to be both commercial and residential, and it can be converted for housing purposes. That building, they're willing to sell it for about 400 and some thousand. It'll probably require about 80,000 worth of rehab, and that will leave enough capital without drawing down the whole line for that project. Once that project is done, each room or each bed will generate about $100 per night per individual. That's for either the temporary housing for immigration or for low housing and development. We can section 8 the whole building, which he said he will walk us through. Instead of doing vouchers per tenant, he can wrap the building under Section 8, so I don't have to deal with vouchers on an individual level or basis.
Hold on. We lost Dre for a second. Hold on. Yeah, Dre, that was you.
Yeah, yeah,
Dre.
that was me.
Okay.
I don't know where I left off in.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. So I fully understand where you are. So just a quick question for you. So we cover 80% of land and property to value. Where do you think that building would appraise at?
Oh, in the Bay Area. uh, Once it's completed, it will probably, if I'm getting it for four something,
No,
it
I'm
could.
saying before
Oh,
before before completion because I like to advise us. So okay, so we're able to come in with 80%. So if the building is 500,000, we'll give you 400, and we'll give you 100% of the rehab costs.
mm, okay,
So that's something you will want to think about when you're putting in your offer,
okay.
because we have to send out an appraisal and and see what the appraised value is, and upon the appraisal is what we issue you 80%
For
um
the line of credit.
of the no of the purchase.
Okay, of the
Oh,
purchase.
no, that's something totally
Once
different, Richard.
once you come in and do your commitment arrangement fee, you're already approved for the 1 million.
Hmm.
The line only covers 80%, so we want you
Gotcha,
to be at that 80% or less when you're purchasing, so you don't have to come out of pocket anymore.
gotcha, gotcha. Okay,
So,
okay.
Richard, you understand it a little bit?
Yeah, it
You
has
understand
to
what
be
you're
eighty
getting into?
percent. So, say for instance, if it's a million, it has to be at 800,000.
Correct. It doesn't have to be. It can
I'm
be
just giving
less.
that. Yeah, I'm just giving that as
Yeah,
round numbers. Yeah,
yeah. It can be less, but anything over 80%, you will have to cover yourself.
yeah, out of pocket.
That's why we advise our clients to get it at about 80% or less. These buildings are ran down. You should be getting these at 50 to 60%.
Yeah, but California, man, it's tough because
Yeah,
it's tough. But no, I got you. So now I know how to negotiate. So anything that I take on 80% or less LTV, and
yes,
hmm and then that line will kick in for the remainder.
correct.
Gotcha.
It's gonna kick in for the full total. It's gonna kick in for the 80% and then the 100% of whatever your scope of work is to upgrade the building, to rehab it.
Yep, to rehab it to meet the Section 8 guidelines. If I go Section 8 route or for low income housing to pass all inspections. Yeah, I got you. I got you. No, that's good information. I didn't know that. The 80% rule.
Yes.
Anything else I should know or I haven't asked that you need to disclose or that will be
Um,
helpful?
well, we always like to give our clients the exit strategy. So if you keep the property for 6 months, they'll buy it back at 100% market value.
Hmm.
If you keep it for 12 months, they'll buy it back at 110%. And if you keep it for 2 years, they'll buy it back at 120%. So you're never stuck with a property.
Hmm. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah. So yeah, I was talking to another gentleman. He was doing housing for what was it? Housing for individuals that are they had disabilities or something like that. And I guess the state of Texas is really trying to get behind him with that. So hopefully I can take his blueprint and do the same thing for California. But I need to
Yes,
I need to get on the horn with him and kind of work that out. And like you said, make sure that these properties, whatever I'm getting, is 80% or less LTV. And does
yes,
that also include land as well?
yes.
Okay.
So when they come to do the full appraisal on the property, they're going to assess the dirt and the structure.
Hmm. Gotcha. Gotcha. Um, just from your expertise, I just got a quick question for you. What is the easiest low hanging fruit to help flip this? Because ultimately, the goal is to flip the money to make more money. All right. So, what have you mm, realized, or what have you put in place as far as your strategy that I can kind of clone or copy here in California, especially in the Northern Cal Bay Area?
See, I'm in the South, right? So it's a lot of I have my own line, so it's a lot of hanging fruit here, just because properties are
Cheaper.
are cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
So that with that Cali market, you know, I have a client in California, and everything in LA is 100% market value.
Mm-hmm. So it's
You know,
tough.
yeah. So I mean, in the position you're in, and you're dealing with the actual county, the county has the leverage to do whatever they want to do with those buildings.
Mm-hmm. No, they do. I just need to
Yeah,
come in and let them know I can't do anything over 80%.
correct.
Otherwise, I have to come out of pocket for the balance or for the difference,
Yes,
which I'm not trying to come out of pocket.
exactly. And they should be able to put you in a position to get one of those buildings at 80%, especially since they're, dilapidated.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Say less. I understand.
Actually, to tell you the truth, Richard,
Mm.
you gotta. This is how you gotta go into them. Let them know you understand the game, because really, they getting ready to start giving that shit away. Believe it or not,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they are. That's why you got
they,
people in
they
Baltimore getting buildings for one
right.
dollar.
Right. So
Mm.
you gotta, because they did it everywhere. They did it in Houston. They did it in Birmingham, Alabama. They did it in fucking Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
They do it because they want to
Detroit.
revitalize
Don't
the
forget
city.
Detroit. The D.
Yes. No,
Yeah,
yeah,
Detroit
you're
too.
right. So you gotta go in there knowing, telling them, look, I'm doing you a favor. I'm finna, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go in there. Really, I go in there telling them, look, I need this. Y'all need to give me this building for, y'all need to knock out 50% and give me this building.
Mm.
You 40%. Y'all need to be giving me this building.
Mm-hmm.
You need to let them know, bro. Like, you know
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
what I'm
because
saying? If
you
it's for a
you
penny,
you you have the funds.
right?
Yeah.
But you don't want to
People
throw
don't
the
have
good
money
money at
right
bad
now.
money.
I got a guy. He got a project right now. He's $39 million in,
Mm-hmm.
and he been looking for funding for the last 2 years, and he can't get it.
Mm.
And this guy is worth a lot of money. Still
Mm.
can't get no money.
Well, he talking to the wrong people, man.
Yeah. So
Is
so
he
I
gonna
told
go
him,
through? Yeah, he's going through your program.
he's going through us now. He been trying to go through the banks, and the bank's not giving no
Oh
money.
no, it's dried up or it's drying up.
Yeah. Yeah, the bank's not giving no money, so all the private lending is what's out here now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And everybody look like trying to really shake a finger at Black Rock and Black Stone. They feel like, oh, they trying to come in and buy up everything. No, it ain't the fact they're trying to come in and buy everything. It's they working with people like yourself.
Mm-hmm.
They working with people like us,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what we need. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So the city got to take that in consideration. Like Dre said, you got the money. It's like you got to tell them, look, y'all got to work with me if y'all want me to work with y'all. Y'all want me to revitalize the city, bring wealth back to this city, bring jobs stability back to this city, because people moving away from the Bay and
Oh
California.
man, you know
Period.
it.
Now I know it. So you gotta use all of that in your defense, bro.
Leverage.
You
Yeah.
gotta go in there letting them know you know all of this, and you know what I'm saying. This is gonna be a start. Cause tell them you want a ripple effect. Just tell them you back by Blackstone. Let
Mm-hmm.
them know you backed by Blackstone. So that's gonna raise their eyebrows. What? Yeah, I got Blackstone behind me. So what's happening? I need it for less way what y'all trying to give. Y'all trying to tell me this building is 400,000. Nah, give me this building for 200,000. Give me this building for 100,000.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm finna fix it up. Then you know what I'm saying? Boom, 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 boom. This gonna be a ripple effect. Y'all,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Y'all finna tear this. Y'all
They,
this shit
the,
finna
the,
sit in
the, the,
condemn.
the county gonna get the taxes anyway. That's what they
That's
want.
right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. That's right. Let them know
So
you.
that's how you got to
Make
go at
y'all
them on
money.
the taxes. Hey, I'm about to bring X amount, put X amount in this building. It's gonna bring the value up in your county and your city, and y'all getting the tax money.
Mm-hmm.
And tell them you can revitalize the whole goddamn block, and you can show them better than you can tell them.
Right. Now
Once
let
you
me
start
ask
with
this.
one, then they gonna give them all to you.
That's
Right.
right.
But now keep in mind that at this point I'm only having a 1M credit line. So my question is this: once I
Once you go
revitalize,
one,
once
you come back and get more money.
It's no
that's what
problem, brother.
you already know I was going to ask. So say
Yeah,
for instance, after I do this, sell it, cash out. Say for instance, I cash out and get 80,000. Now
yep.
could I take that 80,000 and bubble it or roll it into this
Yeah,
program again. So instead of me having one line of credit at 1M, I can have a 2M line of credit.
exactly. Yep.
And then you with us, Richard. So Drake can get it where you may have get for that 80, you may get extra M, a half or something. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You gotta work it, bro. You gotta just
That's what I'm
put in the
asking.
work.
Depending on the project.
Yeah,
That's why I'm asking.
Hmm.
Yeah, because the county, man, I've been on the phone in meetings for 3-4 months with these people. So I got the director of development for the Bay Area in meetings. We've been talking, and they like it. They want to say they want to work with minorities, but at the same time, so I just need to know how. Now you gave me the game plan and the numbers in which I need to approach them at.
Yeah.
yeah.
And you need to tell them you're acquiring a real estate line of credit.
Yeah,
So you already have the funds, your own funds.
yeah, I
And
got you.
Richard, like I was saying, you gotta get appraisals on each one of them yourself. So you want to know what their value of the properties are too. So you
Yeah.
go in and ask them, hey, what these properties appraised for? Now if they come back and say, oh, this property appraised for 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, oh, we're giving it to you for 400, then you win.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's a win-win.
Yeah. So, but if they telling you it's appraising for three something and two something, they want to sell it to you for four something, you're like, oh
No,
no, bro,
that's yeah,
like that's not a win for you. So
yeah.
you got to make sure, like Dre said, you got to make sure that you they damn near giving
But
this
when
to
you
you,
when
bro.
you get the line with us, we're gonna make sure that you make.
Yep.
Hmm. No, I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's guaranteed because that's first step with us.
Now let me
We're
ask
not gonna
this,
skills
okay,
that they don't know about.
Dre and Dale. So the one part is getting the money, right? The second part is getting the backing of those that have the skills to do what we need to do: roofers, uh, plumbers, foundation. Uh,
Long as you got the money, that's easy to find.
That's easy, brother.
but still, man, GC, some of them are grimy, man. They'll, you know what I mean. So, do we also have a network of reputable people that do good business
Of
in the
course.
various?
Oh yeah, in California we do. Yeah.
Okay,
Of
gotcha,
course,
gotcha.
we sure do.
Because we need to not only build a resource of financial, but also a working force as well.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. That's you know second important after the money. Got to
Hmm.
make sure you complete the job.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah, we
that's
got
what.
electricians
That's
and
the only way you're gonna be
contractors.
able to access more money.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. I know what I need to do. Is there anything else on the application or anything else that you need from me?
No, application looks good. So tomorrow when you wake up in the morning, we'll send you a conditionary quote. Once you sign your conditionary quote, your arrangement commitment fee will be need to be sent over with it. We'll finish the processing and your line will be active in 72 hours. We'll issue a letter of credit so you can actually take to them. It'll have your loan number on it. It'll have our owner, Urban Powers, on it. So if they want to call and check, see that you have proof of funds, um, they can do so.
Gotcha. All right, gentlemen. Enjoy your weekend, man. Stay safe.
All right, Rich. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, bro, going out knowing you got something. You got backing. I forgot. Yeah, you got the highest credit score, Rich.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think it's at 720.
yeah,
Hmm.
Rich has got good credit. Shit.
Yep.
So this is the
And
beginning, Rich.
a million should be fairly easy. That's 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 obtainable.
Hmm.
Sometimes we get these big deals, and being that it's so much. I just was doing, like I said, the deal for 150 million. It's just so much money and so much.
Yeah, I'm
When
not
you
at that
start,
point.
yeah, it takes time, but these deals are fairly quick because it's not to Blackstone. $1 million is not much.
Hmm. I
And then
appreciate you
Rich, if
guys.
they talking about giving you some money, Rich,
Yeah,
you
they
know what
they
I'm
have
saying?
bonds set aside for this as well.
Yeah, so I
Okay,
see
I'm
bro.
I'm gonna give you guys some game. So that 400 or 500 million dollars that they got the bond. They were doing. They gave away on average. It was 800,000 or 900,000 per unit, and these are 2 bedroom, 1 bath units, and that's how much they were paying the GCs out of that funding pool to build. Somebody was getting greedy and somebody was getting paid because no way in heck a 2-1 apartment multi-unit commercial building would appraise each unit at 900,000.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
See, that's why
somebody
we
got,
come.
yeah.
That's why we come in and they gotta get their own appraisals.
But
Cause
I think,
sometimes,
yeah, I think they were inflating numbers and somebody was getting paid
Yeah,
in the
they
count.
was.
Yeah.
yeah, of course.
Yeah, they was getting kickbacks.
Yeah. Kickbacks.
And it's just the way of the game sometimes. You know how it is. They in their position, they feel like, okay, I'm gonna put you in this position, but I need this for doing this. So, it just people don't want to be doing shit for free.
No.
Because you know how that shit go.
Oh, man.
Especially if they especially if they in a political chair. They
Yeah.
I mean,
politicians or
at
whatever.
the end of the day, I advise all my clients to, inflate their numbers a little bit to kind of help
That's
them out
right.
with payments and other things that some of the other fees that would be included.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
No, no
So,
doubt.
so Richard, so what Dre's saying is you got to factor in your payments along with when you pull down off that line of credit, you factor in your payments so you don't have to come out your pocket.
So how many months do you usually do? 4, 5,
Well,
6?
no, the long term is from 12 to 24 months.
No, but you got to
If
pay that minimum, right?
Yeah, but it's every 30 days you have interest payment.
So how do you with lack of a better word, how do you pad it so that you take that little money so that you kind of overinflate it so that you can take that line of credit and then use that to service the debt while your project is being built out in
You would
60,
just
90 days.
put it in your scope of work.
Okay. And
Yeah.
they don't balk at that.
No, they don't bark at it. Now they'll come back to us and say, "Hey, these numbers are too high. We're willing to do this." And then sometimes we might have to adjust them, but it's very rare that they come back and say that.
Okay. Unless
They just
it's,
said as long as you
They
inflate it,
they
don't
they
inflate it
came
too
they
much.
done came to me on two occasions of two of my houses and told me that my budget wasn't enough.
oh, wow. So inflate them.
And I had a $40,000 cushion in it already.
Mm, gotcha.
Yeah.
Say less. Okay.
Yep. So
Anything else, Rich? Because I know you gonna run with
I
it.
said,
So
listen, well, and listen, if you have any questions, feel free that you can call anytime as well. My line is always open.
No, I appreciate it. Because this is how I look at it.
Us.
Yeah, go ahead.
I said, don't think that you're bothering us because you're asking questions. That's
Yeah.
what we're here for.
But I want to take a proven concept that's proven and done and successful and apply it to all 50 states with all 50 people. Because if you're doing it and you're doing it well and successful at it, why can't I take that same uh, reasoning or same blueprint and apply it to the Bay Area or Cali for that
Oh
matter?
yeah,
So that's what
right.
I'm trying to do. And we're not going to cross. We're not being in competition. We're working in collaboration.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
That's how I look at it.
I have two of my own lines, so I understand.
Yeah. All right, sirs. Appreciate you. Happy Friday. I'll
thank
hurry
you.
up and wait.
Okay,
All
enjoy
right,
your week.
Bye.
all right. Okay, brother.